If you cannot easily sense your body, it's likely that you're more anxious and disconnected than you realize. In this new, unfamiliar, uncertain situation, many of us are afraid and panicking. And when we're not grounded, when we're not in good contact with our body, we're not in good contact with reality. We think less clearly and we take less effective action. I'm something of an expert at living with fear. In the womb, my twin brother died, and at first I didn't want to live. I had to be pulled out by metal forceps on my soft head, and I was born shocked and traumatized. I've spent my life learning to navigate states of feeling unsafe and out of my body, and finding my way back repeatedly into the body to feel safe again. And I guess right now, almost all of us are feeling unsafe and shocked out of our comfort zone. And the way that I work with people is to bring them back into connection and confidence and wisdom and pleasure, returning again and again to the body, which is, of course, skills for life and not just skills for navigating this immediate crisis. So our old way of being, our old way of operating from our heads, from using our old maps of learned knowledge, is not that useful actually in this completely unfamiliar territory. We need a new way of operating. We need to be able to access our whole body intelligence, our physical wisdom, our instinctual intelligence. So I can suggest 3 ways to stay grounded and in contact with the body: being organized, being focused, and being embodied. So order and beauty are connected with sanity and stability. And we can organize our time by dividing the day into 4 sections, let's say morning, lunchtime, afternoon, and evening, and have one thing that we can achieve in each section. We can organize our space by making it visually clear and uncluttered. And this has quite a big impact. Actually, when everything is messy, we feel unsettled. And when everything is in good order visually, it calms the nervous system. And we can create rituals for ourselves throughout the day. So it may be a morning ritual of brushing our teeth and washing our face, having a shower and getting dressed. It may be the ritual of having our favorite tea or our favorite coffee in our favorite cup. Or it may be the way that we prepare ourselves to go to bed. But all of these little rituals that we create for ourselves during the day help us to stay contained and calm. So to be more focused and out of the head is very, very good not to watch too much news. Put down that device, put down the news, put down the social media. All of that is inflaming our neurobiology. It is raising our cortisol and our fear levels, which is activating our old history patterns. It's not that useful. It's not relevant to right now. So make sure each day you get out to nature. It's really important to see non-human environments. Make sure you have a meaningful conversation with somebody each day. and find something, however small, that you can be grateful for. Perhaps it's the jasmine plant outside your front door, or perhaps it's the kindness of your neighbor. Find something that you can be grateful for. Find something that you can bask in, appreciate, take in the color, take in the sound, really be grateful for. Invoke a prayer of gratitude for, a prayer of protection. And becoming embodied begins with knowing what you need as a unique individual to get you through the day. How much food, what kind of food, how much sleep, how much exercise, how much rest, how much light do you in particular need? Make sure that you move your body at least once a day. It doesn't really matter what you do, whatever works for you, whether it's walking or jogging, stretching like yoga, expressive dance, or a martial art. Make sure you move the body to break up the stasis of the anxious position. Now, in order to be embodied, we really need to be in contact with what's actually happening for us. So we're going to do a practical exercise now for a few minutes. We're going to come into contact, if that's all right, with our own anxiety. And we're going to move our anxiety. So I'm going to move as my anxiety, and I would encourage you to move as your anxiety. So maybe your anxiety is tight and small, or maybe your anxiety needs to shake out a little bit. So do whatever you need to do that is your flavor of anxiety. Yeah. And then you can ramp it up a bit and even add sound. So what's your kind of anxiety? How does your anxiety look? Really give it shape, give it movement for a few minutes. Oh dear, mine seems to be head shaking. And see, even if you come into a little bit of enjoyment of being in contact with your feeling. Okay, so now we're going to take a big breath and some big exhalations. And I want to encourage you to stand up for a moment. And we're going to stand up, rise up, and then come back down onto our heels. I don't know how this is going to work. It'll be a slightly funny shot of me. But if you start like to go up and then down, up and then down, and then up, and let the gravity allow yourself to really come down. And I hope that you're feeling more in your body right now. I guess that what I want to leave you with is the sense that our small programmed minds cannot resolve, cannot our small minds don't know what to do now. But there is a bigger invisible intelligence within which we're all living. And if we can trust, if we can allow that to guide us, it may be that we will find then the wisdom that we need as to how to respond to this immediate moment. And in order to access that, we need to be in contact with our body, because it communicates with us through the body. It communicates with us through the sensations in our body and through what is happening around us. So I would encourage you to return again and again to sensing your body, to staying organized as you can, to staying out of the mental whir of your thoughts, and to returning again and again to sensing your body, where there's reality and calm and pleasure and wisdom.
Brilliant. Thank you for that.